Well, do we got ourselves a line rupture here, or is that something on purpose? Don't know, but looks like a line rupture for some reason. It got overpressured or something happened to it. Look at all that wasted water. I'm sitting here on Rosa Run and Rawlings Road. So I came back into the village of WellPoint. I got a later start this morning. I consider myself oversleeping. It was like 7:20 by the time I got up, and I know a lot of people are up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and usually when I plan to do any videoing, I try to get up around 6, get my day going, and catch that morning sunrise. Is just, I love that. It was a crisp 43, 44 degrees this morning. It is Sunday morning, and so I decided, well, let's come back to the village of WellPoint and kind of see how further along they are. Now, where I'm sitting at is actually going to be an up-and-coming, what looks to be cottage home neighborhood. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. It's just a hunch. All right, guys, let's go ride around, and this is kind of just, we're going to ride around in the village here at WellPoint in different places, and we're just going to see what we can see. How about that? Yeah, that doesn't look intentional to me. They're gonna get out here and think, what in the world happened? A lot more new houses coming up. They've sure done a lot since I've been in here, which has been at least a couple of weeks. And they kind of got this marked off as a directional route. So I'm going to want to look at the houses that almost look completed. Man, they sure got a lot done fast. It just boggles my mind as to how fast they get these houses put up. And then some people question the integrity and the quality of the house. When they get put up so fast. Well, let me reassure you guys, nothing lost. The quality is not missing whatsoever. These houses, it's mandatory that they are built to Florida code, and there is a Florida standard code, for a hurricane code, obviously. And as a matter of fact, I talked to a fella who once was a builder, in homes and things, who informed me that the houses are actually built in excessive of the code. They are actually built beyond what the actual code requires, especially here in the villages. So just because something gets put up fast doesn't mean it's not quality. Well, how do you know the houses are of quality? Got a nice big lot right here. Now, one thing about cottage homes, we're going to flip back. This is where we started. This is looking down the street of this particular area. We're going to flip to the side that's up and coming. But the thing about cottage homes is, actually, I'm interested in a cottage home. I like them. I think they're about 1,300 to 1,500 square foot, but take that with a grain of salt. 2 and 3 bedrooms, 2-car garage, you know, your standard home setups. But the thing about cottage homes is they also come with, what's that? Privacy fencing. Although I don't see it on here, but I was seeing it on the other street right there. But cottage homes typically would come with privacy fencing just as patio villas, courtyards, and verandas do. I had to stop there for a second. I had something to get in my eye. Now I noticed in these houses on this side, a couple of them had a nice wide space in between the houses, which is nice, and others are a little tighter. You know, I don't know if that's on purpose or on accident. Just happens to be where they laid the foundation. Don't know. The other side. Now, I am kind of taking my time here a little bit, going a little slower than I normally would. 1, because of the rocks. 2, just get a better look at the house. You know, if you happen to be out there in YouTube land and you're looking to purchase a house in the villages, in the village of WellPoint, which is behind, south of Monarch Grove, here are some cottage homes. Give the villages a call. And then, as a disclaimer, as usual, I do not work for the villages in any capacity. I'm gonna stop right here for just one little second. And I want to get out for a moment to take a look at this retention pond. A lot of the houses don't have their sod put in yet. A retention pond behind here. Here's the back of some of these cottage houses now. As you can see, you're going to get a back lanai. Each one has it. Now I do notice that house on the very corner back there, it's got a lanai or something in the back, but it's not facing the pond. Which personally, I would not like that. I would rather get one that has the back, so you'd want to see the view, such as it is, right? And that's overlooking all of WellPoint. So you can see they're putting up these houses as fast as they can. And I'm noticing right off here, they got some precast wall homes coming together there. They got some over there being put together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You're hearing some construction equipment, dirt movers, scrapers, you know, smoothing out the areas. Yeah, it's just a little sneak peek. This house right here is going to get your, and you got your lanai right back there, so you still can see out, you know, from the side, which is nice. So that's a sneak peek of these cottage home areas. What they're going to be called, I don't know. Now we can assume that they're going to be called, just for giggles here, WellPoint cottage homes, right? And as you can see, a lot more slabs coming up. We just passed by a patio villa neighborhood that we've been through a couple of times, I think. And I don't remember if I ever pointed out what the name of them were going to be. But they ended up calling them Victoria Villas. Now it's a little bit later in the morning. The weather's starting to improve, temperature wise. Now I'm looking at the curbing right here. Great indication for some up and coming designer homes. You could see that some of these houses are being put together precast walls. I'd love to walk around and look inside it, but not much to see. You technically are not allowed to go into the construction sites like that. You got to stay out, right? So that's why I'm always on the outside looking in, if you will. Stick built home. There are a couple of empty areas right here. You can see the lot farmed out. They just haven't dropped any foundation yet. Precast home. This one here has got all its roofing material assigned to this house, as does this one. Look at the triangle tops. These houses are going to be more indicative of that modern look that they have been going to. Apparently the villages have kind of changed from the older way of doing things. Some more slabs. You got our guy out here smoothing out some dirt, forming out some locations, getting ready to mark out some spots. It's gonna be interesting to see how these guys work, grading out the area right there. Now what we're doing is we're coming in down a street where they've actually got some houses ready. Freshly new construction. I've been down here before, earlier on. Yeah, the street I'm still on is still Rosa Run. I'm going to turn on Witt Loop. Now they got a whole nother section right here. Really nice. Just beautiful design, nice new construction. Some more designer homes. Now I realize when the sun is facing towards the sun, you know, the houses don't come up as well, so I'm hoping it comes out okay. Taking it a little bit easier right here because there's a bunch of rocks I was going over. And it cleans up right here. But you can see nice stucco. These appear to be, you know, precast builds. Another one of those houses right here. I'm not sure if anybody's been moved in yet. I don't think so. Super nice houses. Actually, I did come in a little one part. Was looking at the little swimming pool area, and I noticed that they've put up a bird cage. And here is that house that we did on a video where I was talking about. It looked like it just had a tiny square. That right here is probably almost as big as my area rug in the house. I think my rug is even bigger than that. It looks to be, oh my goodness, I don't know, 8 by 10. Something like that. You could walk down it, and you just sit around the ledges right here, and you can see that you just sit and just cool down. It's a little dipping pool. Have you a couple drinks or whatever, and you got this huge lanai area, massive. Well, I don't know about it's massive, but it's a good sized, large bird cage. But really, it's a really nice space because, man, you have hordes of room right here. And it comes out to these huge windows. So you open up your sliders, right? And there's your living room. Probably can't see in there really, but it is a large living space, and it just comes out and you just see this whole section right here. Oh, the things that I could do with this space. So if you got some money, there you go. It's a huge house, really is. So we're coming back down with loop, I think it is, on the other side of this. Yeah, the last time it came in here, there was a lot of hubbub going on, so we couldn't come down. A couple more. Now what I've noticed, look how tall the height of that particular house, and then boom. It's obviously a much taller home. The slab that it's on is elevated too. This house sits a little bit higher than the one next door to it, but the whole house overall is at least a couple feet in height taller. So I'm assuming that gives you a nice tall ceiling. So I got back on Rosa Run. Yeah, they've done a lot around here. Once again, we are in the village of WellPoint. This particular area in WellPoint, you are in pretty close proximity, right? Really across the street from a golf course. I want to come to the end of the road. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Please click that like button. Appreciate your support, guys.
At 29 and I find myself wondering, what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always